Susan, I want to show you something that's very similar to word association. So, for example, if I said the word cat, which word does that make you think of?
Bitch.
That's not how this works, Susan. Let's try again. Let's try colors. So if I said the word orange, which word does this make you think of?
Cat. What? Did I do it wrong?
Susan, I want to show you a card trick that works on a similar principle to word association. So in a moment, I'm going to say a playing card and I want you to think of that playing card and it's going to make you think of a different playing card, okay? So if I say the 9 of clubs, which other playing card does this make you think of?
The 4 of hearts.
The 4 of hearts.
Yes.
So I say 9 of clubs, that makes you think of the random 4 of hearts.
4 of hearts.
So this deck of playing cards is in brand new deck order, right? So we can find your playing card very easily. So if I spread these cards out, you will see the 4 of hearts is actually missing and the card in its place is the very card that I named at the beginning, the 9 of clubs.
What? This sausage.
I want you to think back. Do you remember at the beginning I did something? Do you remember what I did?
You put a playing card in your back pocket.
That's right, a playing card in my pocket.
Oh, don't tell me, Daniel.
The playing card that I put in my pocket from the very start is the 4 of hearts,
What?
the very card that
This
you named.
sausage spelt backwards.
Not this again. You don't have to overreact every time, Susan.
I'm not reacting accordingly. It's the diarrhea.
I'm Daniel Madison and this is
Come here, you bastard.
I am Daniel Madison. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Susan, Charlie and I all appreciate you choosing to spend a bit of time with us today. So, this is one beast of a trick. This is something that I taught some 6 years ago for Illusionist, and at the time I wanted to protect the real method, the actual method that I use. So I taught a magician-y version using some sticky tape. I'm going to teach you the original version that was published back then, but more importantly, as a thanks to you, I'm going to teach you the real method that doesn't need all the faffing around, that doesn't need the gimmick, the sticky tape. You just need a deck of playing cards and you can achieve a flipping miracle. There's a lot to cover, so let's get straight into it. You need a deck of playing cards that's in order. Now, if you have, or if you can get access to a duplicate playing card, which all of my decks come with a duplicate playing card, it's the most underestimated weapon for any practitioner of close-up deceptions with playing cards. In the black advocates, I have 2 King of Diamonds. I'm going to take one of those King of Diamonds duplicate and put it somewhere in the middle of the deck. And it's important that the deck is in order, so I have spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. Now, I know which playing card I'm going to name in this word association game. I know it's going to be the 9 of clubs. So I have the 9 of clubs on the top of the deck. It's important that that card is on the top. Now I'm going to close the deck, put the deck away, and I'm ready to go. As soon as I begin this trick explaining that we're playing a game of word association, I'm already taking the playing cards out, and I do this in a way that I don't want to draw too much attention to this. So I go through the cards and I'm looking for that King of Diamonds that I put in the middle. So I pull this card out, I take it, I put it in my back pocket, and I don't mention it. I don't talk about what I'm doing. So by now I've explained that we're playing a game of word association. The playing card that I name is going to make you think of a different playing card. Bear in mind, the situation right now is I have a 9 of clubs on top of the deck and I'm awaiting my participant to name a playing card. So I say, I'm going to name the 9 of clubs. Which playing card does this make you think of? Whichever playing card they name, because the deck is in order, brand new deck order, I can very easily find any playing card that's named, right? So I know the spades are on the bottom, I know the hearts are next, then the clubs, then the diamonds on top, and it's ace up to king the whole way. If I just think of a random playing card, let's go 6 of diamonds. Now you might argue that that's easy because it's near the top, but when you think about it, any playing card that's named is easy to get to because we know where it is, because it's in order. So 6 of diamonds, if I try to just muscle memory cut, I get exactly the 6 of diamonds, right? So I need to do this in front of my participant without them seeing or without it looking suspicious. So instead of cutting to that card, I'm going to tilt the deck on its side like this so that I can see the side of the deck here. I know the 6 of diamonds is up here somewhere, so I'm going to put my thumb there a little bit lower down than the 6 of diamonds so that I can riffle very carefully, very gently, just enough for me to see in that gap to see the playing cards. Now I'm going to riffle to the 6 of diamonds here. Now I'm going to put my pinky in and hold a break there. This happens very quickly, right? This happens quickly when you're doing it and you only have to look down for a split second. As soon as you've got that break there, you don't have to look at the deck again. What a wonderful thing. You can now do everything without looking. At the same time, in one action, I'm going to put the 9 of clubs in position of the 6 of diamonds, and I'm going to put the 6 of diamonds to the bottom of the deck, and here's how we do it. I've still got the break, by the way, with my pinky on the left hand on the deck hand. My right hand, my free hand comes over the top like so, and I pinch that top packet. So I'm pinching to the 6 of diamonds. Now I'm going to put my thumb on the back of the top card, which is the 9 of clubs. And then I'm going to peel that packet away from the 9 of clubs. So the 9 is being peeled into position above the 5 of diamonds. Now that this packet is to the side, like this, I'm going to lower it below the deck for a moment and then peel that bottom card to the bottom of the deck and then return this packet. So I have now moved the 9 of clubs to the position of the 6 of diamonds, and the 6 of diamonds is on the bottom of the deck. Now I'm going to do that in real time to show you exactly what it looks like, and the aim here is to make it look like you're just kind of fumbling around with the playing cards. And it might help, by the way, whilst you're talking to your participant, if you're dribbling the cards, if you're lifting packets up and cutting them down and being very careless with the playing cards. You don't really care about them too much at this point. And remember, we've not set anything up yet. We've not told Suzan what's about to happen, what's going to happen, and there's no attention on the playing cards at this very moment. So in real time, I find the 6 of diamonds, and now I peel the 9 off, the 6 goes underneath, I slap the packet back on top, and I'm ready. So in real time, I find the 6 of diamonds, and now I peel the 9 off, the 6 goes underneath, I slap the packet back on top, and I'm ready. Now I'm done. There's one more move, and guess what move it is, Suzan? That's right, Gambler's Cop. You see, if we look at the cards now, if we inspect them and we look for the 6 of diamonds, we've managed to put the 9 of clubs where the 6 of diamonds should be, but the 6 of diamonds is on the bottom of the deck in the perfect position for a Gambler's Cop. So as soon as we've done the move, the main move, I'm now going to Gambler's Cop that 6 of diamonds from the bottom of the deck, put the deck down, step back. Now I can just put this in my back pocket and nobody can see it, nobody's looking, because for one thing, I've put the deck down, but another thing, I've not mentioned what we're going to do yet. I've not drawn too much attention to the deck yet, other than just putting it down on the table. And if you don't know much about a Gambler's Cop yet, then just watch a few more of my videos. Basically, the card is on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to shift it towards the back of the hand like this. And I'm going to take the deck as this hand lowers down naturally, slowly, and I've got the card hidden in a Gambler's Cop, where I can just work it into my pocket as I step back. Now I've put the 6 of diamonds in my back pocket, I can come back, and now I'm explaining already. So I name the 9 of clubs, you name the 6 of diamonds. If I turn the deck face up, and by the way, obviously you can get them to do this part. You can say turn the deck over, spread the deck, look for your card. So when they're looking through the playing cards, they can see exactly where the 6 of diamonds should be. And the first surprise is that it's no longer the 6 of diamonds, it's the 9 of clubs. So at this point, it could feel like the trick's over and done, but you have to take them back to the beginning and say, remember what I did at the beginning, I put a playing card in my pocket, and now you can very fairly take that playing card out of your pocket, whoops, and show them the 6 of diamonds. If you're a little bit worried about that Gambler's Cop, you don't have to do it until the very last minute. Like, you can do it when you're turning the deck of playing cards over. You can say, look, the deck's in order, and now I've just done it in the same action whilst everybody's looking at the spread deck. Now, I'm going to teach you the original version of this because it worked quite differently, and we're going to use the 9 of clubs again on top of the deck. The method was quite different. I call it magician-y because it uses double-sided sticky tape, and there's a lot more going on that needs to be going on. So I'm going to take some double-sided sticky tape, I'm going to put it on the back of the 9 of club. Now I've put way too much sticky tape on there. You don't have to put that much on. In this case, we're not going to palm the playing card until the very end. It's going to be right there in front of them, but they're not going to be able to see it. And this only requires, for the first part, you moving the top playing card into one position. So it doesn't require that bottom shift and top shift at the same time. So in this case, let's use the 4 of hearts. So I'm gonna riffle to the 4 of hearts. I find the 4 just here with my break. I'm gonna pull the whole packet above out, and I'm gonna keep my thumb on the 9 of clubs as I peel it inside, and then I'm gonna just cut the deck back on top. Now, yes, you do this in front of the participant. No, they're not going to question it, because once again, you're just messing with the playing card. So it looks like this. So I'm going to riffle to the card. I found the 4 of hearts. I slip that 9 of clubs in the middle, and I can continue riffling, playing with the deck, putting it down, and saying, listen, I named the 9 of clubs, you named the 4 of hearts, check this out. Spread the deck. Now, when we look at this position, ace, 2, 3, 9 of clubs, 5, 6, 7, right? So the 4 of hearts just appears to be missing. But it's actually still there. We just stuck it behind the 9 of clubs. So the next sleight that you need for this variation, for this idea, is we're going to move all the cards aside and say, look, where the 4 of hearts should be is the very card that I named the 9 of clubs. So now I'm going to take this card, I'm going to take both playing cards, hold them up, put it in my hand, and I'm going to peel off the 9 of clubs from the 4 of hearts. Now, one little discrepancy here is that noise of the peeling is very difficult to hide. That's why you only use a little bit of sticky tape, or if you want to use the alternative, I wish I could tell you what it is and what I used in the original effect. There's this product that's very secretive in the magic industry that if I said it on film and if I told you what this glue product was, then they would take my life, and I don't want that to happen. So I peel the 9 of clubs off of the 4 of hearts. I shift the 4 of hearts back a little bit. Now I can hold the 9 like this, and I'm ready to take that 4 of hearts. Gambler's Cup, secretly palm it to my pocket. Now I've done everything in this hand. I just take the 9, put it back down as I take the 4 to my pocket and reach and pretend to take it out and show them the card, the 4 of hearts. Now, for anybody who's quite savvy with sleight of hand and wants to try different methods, there's quite a lot of ways of shifting those 2 playing cards, and one that I'll show on film is difficult sleight of hand. It's tricky sleight of hand. It's unnecessary if you get used to the first version, but nonetheless, I wanted to show this. So let's say the card is the Queen of Hearts. So I riffle to the Queen of Hearts. Fingers 2 and 3 are gonna kick that playing card to the side like this. They're gonna kick the playing card out to the side here. So they kick, now shift the bottom packet above that, right? And my thumb keeps a break here. So I've still got the break. Now I'm in position to slide that 9 of clubs back into position. Now the Queen of Hearts is here. I can cop that Queen of Hearts away into my pocket, and then when I turn the deck face up and spread, the 9 of clubs is in position of the Queen of Hearts. Once you're comfortable with any sleight of hand technique, nothing's difficult. Sleight of hand isn't designed to be easy, right? So as much as I'm trying to offer you an easy method and tell you it will get easier, sleight of hand's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to be challenging, and this, which I believe is a really powerful trick, requires a difficult sleight of hand technique. And is it worth it? I think it's worth it, but it's up to you. So you've got the sticky tape method and you've got sleight of hand method, and hopefully that plants a seed in your mind that will blossom into loads of different ideas, because as I said earlier, there's so many ways of shifting the top playing card to the middle, shifting the middle playing card to the bottom at the same time, but I want to leave you with those 2 methods. Thanks for spending this time with me. I'm Daniel Madison. See you next time.